The girl's been asking for the kid.
This one.
Good morning, beautiful people. I am on my way to church. It is Sunday, the 2nd or 3rd, I think it's the 3rd of October. And I decided to take my butt to church, but I'm running a little bit late. I'm starving. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, I am so thirsty. I need to get my windows tinted because I don't know about y'all, but that's a flex when people can't look in your car.
And it's such an honor to be able to open up God's Word with you today. And I'm excited about
Woo! Amazing, guys. It was so amazing. I'm about to worship, and I'm actually going to be on my way to a mall. My hair is wet, and I be wetting my hair and going out into the cold, which is not okay. So I'm going to be straightening my hair. I'm going to get a routine pretty soon. Hi, you guys. It has been a couple of hours and it is time for me to get home. One thing about me is I'll be in the house, okay? I'll be in the house. So your girl's about to get in the house right now. Let me turn this off. Okay, so yeah, I'm about to go in the house, but right now I just pulled up to get gas. Dame gasolina! So yeah, I'm about to throw out the trash I have in this car. I like to keep my car clean. My mom's car was always spotless. That lady always kept her car clean. I'm not them type of girls who try to keep like clothes all in the back seat, or you get in my car, you can't even put your foot on the ground. Definitely not me. Hate that. So I try to keep the car as clean as possible. I might have some in the trunk though. I ain't gonna hold you, but if you look in the car, it's clean. That's in the car. Now it's time to go home. So the girl's been asking for the kid, and here I am. So you guys have been asking for a vlog and get to know me's and all that jazz. So I'm gonna go ahead and just incorporate it all in one. But I wanted to go ahead and just vent. You ladies are my girlies, my babies. I love y'all so much. To everyone that watch my channel, that support my channel, I'm just so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. So I have been dating myself, y'all, and I have truly been doing the inner work that I need to do, as well as just sitting with myself and really envisioning the life that I want. Not that you want, not what she want, not what my mama want, but what I want. And really just submitting my plans unto the Lord. I can't share everything with you guys because a lot of things is just personal and just dear to my heart between me and the Lord. And on top of that, I personally believe that there's just things that just doesn't need to be said, doesn't need to be spoken about, and it doesn't give anybody an opportunity to plot against you. What I can say in a general statement is that I am extremely young, yet since I've been young, my heart has been for Christ. My heart has been to raise a family, to have a family, and give my family the love, the overwhelming love that I did not receive as a child. So breaking those generational curses off of my life, off of my bloodline, is what my vision was for my life since I've been a little girl. Now, things that I have learned through the relationships that I've experienced in my life is just, number one, I truly need someone who is a man of God. Okay, I'm not talking about a man of God Sunday and then Tuesday and Wednesday are behind closed doors. Yeah. Now that's a difference between someone that is struggling in an area or someone who is just a human being, because we all are humans and we all face trials of many kinds. We're all going through our own things where we are imperfect in. However, a two-faced person is not what I'm for. So that is something I've learned, as well as someone who accepts me, who takes the time to learn me as I'm evolving as a mature woman, a woman of God, as I, through my flaws, through my imperfection, someone who will love me unconditionally and be patient with me. And that patience doesn't run out in a certain period of time, because it's called unconditional love for a reason. So that commitment of truly living the rest of your life to embark on this journey with someone is so beautiful to me. It's so commendable. It's just such a dream. And then having tiny humans created by that love, by that commitment, it's just such a beautiful ultimate commitment that I truly believe that marriage is a ministry, and I want my marriage to be a representation of kingdom marriage and a representation of Christ. Another thing that I would say is being consistent with the small things as well as the bigger things. If you can't be consistent with the small things, like opening a door, taking out the trash, like there is guys that are out here, and this is no shade, that are super consistent when they're trying to get you, or they're super consistent in the beginning of the relationship, but then now you may be with him for a year, 2 years, 10 years, and he's not opening the door for you. He's not dating you anymore. He's content and he's no longer pursuing you. It's a man's job to pursue you, and that's something that I am learning. I'm very strong, and I am very proud of myself for that, because I had to be in order to be the person that's sitting in front of you today. However, I have to learn, and I've had to learn how to balance that out. So there's a time for me to be strong, and there's a time for me to be feminine, soft, and submissive. But you have to be safe enough to do that. You have to, my opinion and what I think and what I have to say should matter just as much as what you have to say. And yes, that's something else that I've learned, that I do not want to be with anyone who does not consider me, that does not respect that although I am a feminine being and although I am extremely emotional, that's not a downfall. Instead, you should embrace that. You should commend me for that and have listening ears, because I can see things that you cannot see, and that's called women intuition. I ain't perfect, But 100 out of 100, I'd be correct with that intuition, okay? And it's called a gift. So love on your woman and appreciate your woman for that. Like, I don't think that's what, no, stop thinking. We didn't pay you to think. We didn't pay you to think. Chances are your woman knows what that woman is doing to you, her intent, because she's a woman and she's had to deal with women a million times before you've had to deal with them. Okay, so just listen to her. You want to save, just listen. Period. You want your woman to submit, well, at the same time.
Another thing I wanted to add is being with someone who is sneaky or not honest. And honesty is not waiting until you're caught or waiting until something comes up to now you explain yourself, but instead just being a communicator about your day, things that happen, and building a friendship within that marriage, within that relationship. So even though you're super busy or I'm super busy, I don't feel like I missed out on.
To be considerate of their women and be willing to hear her out and value, like, lift her up. Another thing that I have truly come to terms with, appreciate me for who I am and understand who I am, how I show my love, what's my love language, how do I receive love. Don't try to force your love language upon me, because that's what makes us two separate beings. Yes, through the years we will learn each other's love language, we will even mesh as one, and that's a beautiful process of a marriage, is two becoming one. But the first thing that you have to do is accept the person for who they are, and accept that this is how they receive love, this is how they give love, this is how they show gratitude. So accept that, and don't knock them for that, and don't not acknowledge that, because that's very hurtful and that's very dismissive, and that's emotional neglect. Small things as well as the bigger things. If he's not consistent with opening the doors, I'm talking about not just the doors to the restaurant, the car doors, I'm talking about every door. I'm talking about treating you like the princess that you deserve to be treated like. Now, don't let me get on the women now, because I've truly had to look at myself in the mirror and say, okay, hold on now, Sasha, what you are expecting, okay? A lot of us women want traditional treatment but are not traditional women. Now, this don't quite apply to me, no shade, but what I will say is, we as women, we need to get back to loving ourselves, and this is what this channel is all about: women empowerment. I love my kings as well, but queens, you are beautiful, you are phenomenal, you are the prize, you hear me? They're supposed to be pursuing us. So instead, we must go back to traditionally loving ourselves, respecting ourselves, honoring ourselves, and everybody does not even deserve to know your last name. I will continue to say that, and the ones that get it, and the ones that don't, we don't. But what I will say is that I just truly want to continue to evolve as a young woman. I just want to continue to evolve into the woman that I know my husband deserves, as well as I pray that he's evolving into who I know that I deserve. So I don't want this to be a one-way street. What you see me doing and the little bit that I share of the work that I'm doing behind the scenes, trust me, it has been hell, okay? The journaling, the meditation, the rewiring my brain and trying to develop as a woman, it has been challenging but very rewarding, and I am very proud of myself. Y'all, I make sure that every time I'm walking, it's no more crop tops. It's done for, okay? And even though I would wear crop tops, I would have like high-waisted pants, but it's not even no more of that. Like, I am giving grown woman vibe. You just exude class. Change your mindset when you elevate, when you raise your vibration. So much things changes around you, and you attract different beings, and that's what I will truly say. So going back to my point of someone asking me what am I looking for in a man, I will never get on here and say what I'm looking for in a man, just because another thing that I've learned is that I am someone that pays attention to detail. I really pay attention to people. And the reason for that is you never want to be with a person, this is something else that I learned, that is changing for you. So for example, I love Jesus. I've been with people in my past, like high school days, who they truly went for God. What I feel like, it got to a point where I personally felt like they were going closer to God just because they knew that's what I wanted. But instead, I need someone that already knew God before I ever walked into their life, and who was truly, truly thirsty for the Lord and is submitted unto the Lord and loves him so much and lives his life to serve him, because that's my heart posture and that's my mission, and that's what I want my family's mission to be. I wanted to share with y'all, and I want you guys to please comment down below. Let's have some conversation as far as just what you've learned with dating, what you've learned in the relationships that you have been with. I know for a fact that I am an amazing woman, and when I love so hard. And within these past couple of months, I don't know if it's just an awakening, you may call it, but I'm just so in love with myself. And I say this in the most humble way, because the Sasha a year ago didn't truly understand her value and know how much of a gem she really is. And I take pride in the fact that I respect myself. Amongst my peers, I will always stand out, and I say that humbly. Take pride in the fact that I am not out here giving myself away to a million different people. So when my husband comes, I only have pieces left to give him. I truly believe in purity, respecting myself, honoring myself, and I still believe in saving yourself in marriage, and I still believe in traditional things that, again, we are the prize. You cannot try to compare yourself to a man and what he got going on. You can, however, accept what you want to accept for your life. So if that man is sleeping around with Joe Smo and whoever, sweetie, that's on you. Who am I to judge? That's what you wouldn't do. That's on you, baby. Thank you for letting me know. Goodbye. That's not what I want for my life. So we all have standards. We all choose what to accept in our lives, and it's completely up to you. And I want you to know that you are in control. I want you to know that you can make these changes today. You can turn your life around and choose to dedicate your life to Christ and trust God for your husband. I had a woman that walked into my job, and she was just like, I'm believing God to bring me my husband. I was like, girl, me too. And I was so happy to hear that, because one thing about me, I'm not ashamed of the gospel, and you will know I believe in Jesus Christ. He is my Savior, and I thank God for every good thing in my life. I thank God for everything He brought me through. And I was talking to her. I was so happy because I would see this woman every other week, and she was like, I see you every day, and every time I come here, I see you, and you're just so beautiful. And I said, thank you so much, and so are you. And I pray that God will send you that husband, and I believe that He will. And she was like, thank you, girl, you too. And I love that. I love that woman empowerment. I love that standing in purity, standing. Soft life is about. The soft life is resting in my femininity, learning what I'm going to accept for my life and what I'm not going to accept for my life, learning the woman that I want to be for my future husband, for my children, to be soft, to be loving, to be nurturing, to be kind, to be gentle. But in order for me to feel safe enough to do that, I must connect myself to the right being that respects that about me, that honors my weaknesses, that honors and respects my opinions, that honors and loves me unconditionally, that sees, y'all don't want me to get into. Encourage every young girl watching this video, write down what it is that you really want. And if you don't even know what that is, there's no reason why you should be out here dating or giving yourself away to so many different people. You need to be putting that energy into you in Christ and finding you and who you are. And then writing down on that list what it is that you want out of this life, why you are here, the family that you want, if you want a family, and hold on to that and don't settle. Do not settle. So yes, I do want to thank y'all so much for tuning into today's vlog. Y'all keep asking for vlogs. You're gonna be seeing these 4 walls and me ramble, but I love y'all so much, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you ladies very soon.